I'm Carrino with WFUV Sports. Welcome in to the Brooklyn Nets' first homestand of the 2024-25 season. Brooklyn started their season with 2 conference games on the road, a close and hard-fought loss to Atlanta to start the season, followed by a less close loss to a young and exciting Orlando team Friday night. Now Brooklyn goes into their home opener against the star-studded Milwaukee Bucks. Milwaukee struggled to open the season in their own right, and that continued in this one. Only 45 points in the first half of this game. Brooklyn had a similarly slow offensive start, but really turned it on in the second half. 67 second half points for Brooklyn off great performances from Dennis Schröder and Cam Thomas. Nick Claxton also made noise with a double-double with 5 for 6 shooting from the field. That's it for us here in Brooklyn. Brooklyn Nets pick up their first victory of the season against the Milwaukee Bucks. An impressive win, 115-102 here in the Nets home opener. They dropped their first two games on the road to start this season, and they pick up their first win here today. An impressive win against a former MVP, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and a former All-Star, Damian Lillard. Dennis Schröder, Cam Thomas, they combined for 61 points tonight of the eventual 115, over half of the Nets' points, and they needed it. This offense continued to rise to the occasion when the defense was getting stops. Jordi Fernandez talked after the game slightly about this team's identity. They showed it here tonight. First 2 games of the season in losses, they were losses, but they did show some of that identity. It was really prevalent here today. A lot of energy, a lot of just tough play from this Net team. Definitely a young and up-and-coming Net team you could definitely have fun rooting for. And this Net team showed a lot of energy tonight. Milwaukee Buck team obviously playing a bit below their standard, but still, this Net team very impressive. Jordi Fernandez gets his first win in this Net organization, and he seemed excited about it after the game. It seemed like his players were excited for him after the game. And this Net team, they have another test coming in Tuesday. Another former MVP, Nikola Jokic. We'll see another test for this Net team, see how they face off against them. For now, for tonight, I'm Carrino with WFUV Sports, wishing you a good rest of your night.
Congratulations. You mentioned the identity of the team a couple times. Is that stuff that you believe in, the identity of a team, or is it just that's what this team is and that's the way they have to play to win games?
I think that you just got to work on what you believe, and I want my team to be competitive. That means that we fight every night no matter what. I want my team to be selfless, which means that you'll do whatever is best for the team. You'll do your job. And I want my team to be connected. That means that no matter what, we'll be there for each other. And we'll challenge each other, but for the most part in the game, you got to be there supporting each other. So that's how we want to do it. And, with that being said, like the toughness and physicality is something we got to bring every night. Representing, like we said before, the Brooklyn grit, and we're gonna go out there and try to do it every single night.
And we take you to the second of the pair. Tuesday night, Brooklyn, coming off a big Sunday win, now had a major challenge in front of them. The Denver Nuggets, led by Mike Malone and Nikola Jokic. Nuggets, like the Bucks, not playing to their potential to start the year. A good performance in Brooklyn was important. The Nets started this one out very well. Great ball movement and shot selection on the offensive end and hard-working defense on the other. 72 first-half points for Brooklyn, picking up right where they left off in the second half with Milwaukee.
People, amazing. Schröder connects on a 3. First few years with Denver. Smith lays it in off the delivery from Johnson. And a steal off the inbound. Johnson's 3 is good. Nets have hit 8 of their last 9 shots. Milton picks it out. Extra feed. Schröder wide open. You bet.
Denver looked more like themselves in the second half. They had this game very close down to the wire, and in a 2-point game with seconds on the clock, a future Hall of Fame player does what future Hall of Fame players do.
Into Jokic. Denver played an overtime game last night. Jokic muscling in and tying it at 125. Too easy for the 3-time MVP.
The Nuggets ride this momentum and pick up the win in overtime, 29 points, 18 rebounds, and 16 assists for the Joker. Just insane stuff from him on the road and when they needed it. That's it for us here in Brooklyn. The Denver Nuggets get the win in overtime over the Brooklyn Nets, 144-139. They were on the back of a video game-like performance from Nikola Jokic. He was absolutely fantastic all night long. Aaron Gordon really good down the stretch for this Nugget team as well. And just in general, they got it when they needed it down the stretch. And this Brooklyn Net team, really good job scoring the ball in the first half. It definitely took a downturn in that second half, but they stayed competitive through most of this game. 2 of the last 3 days, they've faced this Nugget team and the Buck team on Sunday. 2 really hard-working performances for this Net team against 2 teams very comfortable at the top of the NBA. This Nugget team had 6 players in double figures. This Net team had 7 players in double figures. A lot of scoring all around tonight for both teams. And now the Nets get on a flight tonight. They go to Memphis. They'll play a road game against the Grizzlies tomorrow in a back-to-back. And the Nets, they're 2-2, 1-3, my mistake, on the year. They could very easily be 2-2 or even 3-1 on the year. Not a start to the season that you could really feel down on. This Net team, a lot of optimism surrounding them. They'll get back at it, try to make up for the loss tonight, tomorrow. For now, for WFUV Sports, I'm Chris Carrino.